I know. Just a moment of silence for this lag, please. Same old, same old. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome me back to the channel because I haven't been doing this for a while. We're jumping right back into this. This is a match of mine, and I'm playing a dude named Chris, who is, he's a buddy of mine. We have played some pretty good matches over time. I'll think he'll agree. But I've never had a video of him on here yet. He had joined our league. He's probably one of the best or better players in our league, at least. Again, pretty small league. Everyone always talks about how different our skill levels are. But that aside, man, is that an unfortunate leave with the APA break. Now, if you guys don't know, with APA 8-ball, you are what you make. And my boy made 3 solids and kind of screwed himself. All he's got is 4-ball. We'll see if he figures anything out. You guys, feels good to be back in the chair. Got a lot to talk about, but we're not all here about that. We're here to watch some pool. Is he gonna bank this? I don't think he has the cut. 8-ball's kind of blocking it, but man, is that unfortunate. Look, if he didn't, man, 9, the 9 rolls out for the 12 in the side, most likely. 10 down, 13 over, and then the rest is cleanup. All right, he went for something, I don't know, and he accidentally made one of my stripes. And the 13-9 doesn't really go. I believe that's the first thing I'm gonna look at. So just right off the bat, I know I do have the camera punched in a little bit, so you can't really see us walking around too much. I'm rocking the glove, he's not. Maybe I'll change the scoreboard up a little bit or put some overlay on it just to keep that in mind as we go. Or maybe not, depending on how this looks. Starting with this cut, man. Let's see if I got any better since the last time you guys saw me play. That's not a bad shot. Gets me in line, maybe? Okay, we gotta figure out this 13-9. I gotta get over here on this bottom right corner of the table. Let's see this one here, and we'll start chatting. Man, so I know I haven't made a video in a long time. I was just taking a break, you know? I don't know what it was. I think doing these Masters matches, gosh, it's so much work, man. I've talked about it before. I've put a lot of work into these videos. Often, like I've said before, 10, 15, 18 hours sometimes. Yeah, I'm just coming up here center table, but I need a good angle. That's a pretty good angle. This is actually perfect to get over. Look at this, man. Put a lot of effort and work into this stuff, and maybe I just need to dial that back so I don't burn myself out. We'll see how we do this here. This is just an 8-ball match though, guys. Race to 5. Oh, kind of punched it there. Felt like I had a little bit of a fast backstroke, which when I was doing the editing, I noticed a little bit as I went through this. Something I've really been trying to work on, because who I kind of mimic the most, which it's something I did years ago. I just really liked Mika, surprisingly enough. This is looking pretty good for him. I don't know about that shot, because now you just have to have the 1, and the 1's likely not gonna get you to the 4, maybe. It'll get you to the 2, but you just started on the 2. The 4-ball, I feel like, was the weird ball here in the center table here. Where are you gonna put that? Because it doesn't go on the bottom right, it doesn't go on the left side. I don't know. I'm gonna be a little critical of his pattern play on this one, and I hope he doesn't hate me for it, but look, see, this is gonna work out all right. He can probably just roll forward. He just makes different choices than I did as he was running stuff out, and I feel like he was constantly shooting very difficult shots when, if you guys watch the good guys play on 7-foot, you know, bar box 8-ball, there's like, they rarely take any hard shots, and it's something I've been trying to work on, just playing the pattern right. This is money. Needed to punch out a little too much top on that, so less top would have helped it widen out, but I'm sure he knows that. That's frustrating for him. But I'm gonna try and get back in this and try and be a little more regular. Let's see, he needs a good kick. That's, thought that would have been it. All right, so right here, the key ball is the 12-ball, just to make my 8-ball easy. Anytime the 8-ball is center table, I've learned by playing Hill that the center table balls, they're what's the word I'm looking for? They're often underestimated, you know? You act like you can get on it on 6 balls, but they're the easiest balls to get goofy shape on. So as long as I left the 12, look, this was stop, stop, stop. Bingo, bango, bongo. Feels good to be back sitting here doing some commentary, man. I hope I still have some subscribers and some people that are gonna see this video. Maybe we're gonna start from the bottom or not, you know, it's all good. You know, I started doing these videos in the first place just to kind of analyze myself and my teammates' matches and find where places we can improve, things we're doing wrong, analyze the stroke, things like that. So it's still good to go through that for this. I have been practicing a good bit. Okay, look at this break. Had control of the white ball a little bit. It's not exactly center table, but it didn't go flying. Unfortunate with the 8 ball there. I should probably grab the bridge. I'm kind of tall, but that's okay. Guys, pause the commentary for a sec. What's gonna happen right now? All I gotta do is get down center table to get on any of these balls. I bet you'd never guess that ball scratches in the side. I couldn't believe it, man. And it haunts me the rest of this match. Look at it. Both of us are like, how is that possible? I was sitting there, I walked away and I'm like, that was on the inside of the 8 ball, right? How the heck? Man, you know, you say from the center diamond on the short rail to the side pocket is doable because you scratch on it all the time. You can't make a ball that way. I can't, but I can scratch all day long. And but that was a little less. Whatever. What are you gonna do? He's got a pretty slick opportunity here. So this is me. I'm using the 14 right now to shape the 15 or the 13. I just kind of like roll it soft because the 15 doesn't go past the 9, so it's a little bit odd. Yeah, just like this, perfect. Now the next little bit of a tricky spot is this 10 ball. You want to get on a good spot on it. You don't want to, it'd be nice to be along the long rail, if you ask me, and not have to cut it like from where the 12 ball is. Let's see what he does. That's good. He got on a weird spot on the 12 ball. Options. I don't like shooting the 12 ball. It doesn't really get you anything unless you just try and hold it or bump the 5 and then shoot down here for the 13. But you don't really have to do that. You have the 9. I wonder if that's exactly what he just thought. You kind of have the 10 now too if you want to get courageous. Though I just said I'd rather not shoot that ball. This 13's fine, but I miss this shot every freaking time, man. It's just a hard ball for me. Not when I have other options. I used to try and take harder balls first, but I don't anymore. Just because I'm sick of missing them. He didn't, but almost. So I think he was trying to get a good, he was trying to clean up his angle on that 12 ball, trying to get a little straighter, but he is not again. So now, try again. Let's see. The angle looks pretty straight on this 9 ball. Now, I'm probably gonna try and just get straight. Oh, interesting. I guess the 12 in the side does get you over for the 10, but drawing like that is trying to draw with accuracy that far away, even like a foot away for me is a little bit troublesome. But I think I would have tried to just get straight on the 12 and take my medicine and just try to get straight on the 12 like I had in the last shot or two, take it and cut the 10, but he can still do this here. This is still okay. On the side, gotta come up and put some spin on it. He didn't, he was gonna take the cut, that's fine. So now I'm looking good because his balls are kind of screwed. Can't really mess this up. Can't really mess this up unless it's me, but we'll see. I have been practicing a lot. I've been playing a lot of Hill, guys. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, I'll post some stuff on there sometimes about it, but playing a lot of Hill. Man, I just feel like it does so much for my game. And I'll tell you a quick story here. I was playing one of my buddies and we were playing 8 ball, just running racks like stupid. Okay, I want to try and make sure I get, yeah, I put a lot of spin on that because I want to get straight on the side. Now I'm definitely running into those balls. Or I play safe. Safe is probably a good call, but I just told myself that side pocket is clearly the Grand Canyon since I just watched my freaking cue ball scratch right here. So everything goes in that side pocket, man. So this is fine. I'm gonna hit the 12 solid and hold it. Now I'm gonna bump it straight out. Look, my 8-ball shape would have been freaking terrible if that would have went in. I missed it by a lot. I didn't even hit the point. I straight up hit the rail. That was just, if you guys are wondering if I got any better, no, not entirely true. So this is getting a little goofy here. This is getting a little goofy. Let's see, he kind of had a take and run on me. Not take and run, but after that scratch, he could have ran this out. So let's see if he cleans it up. He's a little straight on this. Okay. That's unfortunate. If he was just gonna go to the short rail and out, I would have left it long just to make sure I didn't, do anything stupid. And of course, I'm gonna keep saying all the things that he did wrong and act like my game's perfect. But for now, what are you gonna do, man? Am I gonna cut it into the Grand Canyon again? Thing's huge. Put a little outside spin on it and come around 3 rails back to center table. The bank is not consistent enough for me to bank that back, though it's doable. So I'm gonna try and hide behind the 8. I just looked at it. It's a huge window down there. Just hide behind the 8 and pray, give me one more shot here. And I freaking dog it, but I don't know. Maybe I got good karma. I accidentally hit behind the 6. Not gonna lie to you guys, I was definitely going for the 8, and I came up about ball and a half short. Do I survive? We'll have to see. But about practice, I was playing my buddy and we were doing the usual thing, and we just played 8-ball over and over and over again and just playing racks and racks and racks. And I ran a 2-pack on him, which I've only done that a couple times in my life, but I ran 2 racks. They were together, and then other than that, it was just hit or miss here and there. He's, let's see, that's a good hit, and left it good. Now it's out. Now it's out better. Very unlikely that I would luckily hide it again, I don't think. And just gonna follow this up. Maybe get the 8 in the Grand Canyon. Okay, here, poll the audience, guys, right now. Jump down there. Tell me what you do. I know what you do, man. You freaking take it down, all the way down. But I just said, and if I had the audio on, I'm probably sitting there trash talking myself. That freaking side pocket is enormous, and it's literally dead straight in it. I'd be crazy for passing it up, right? You saw the scratch. The scratch was a thinner cut than this. I can try. I'll definitely hit the 8-ball in there, right? Who the heck shoots for this freaking 8-ball on the side, man? I need my head examined. Now that I'm gonna get pitchforks and tarred and feathered in the comments, people are gonna be saying, a strong 4 knows not to put the freaking 8-ball on the side. You always take it down the rail, man. But what do you know? I got lucky again. Seemed to be good at that. He should have had this. Now I just feel guilty. Now it's like, if you give it back to me, I'm just gonna scratch on purpose because I have no right to win this rack. Man. So I'm playing my buddy. We're just running racks, and I knew I wanted to play Hill. I've been playing the green deck, the original deck. I'd always run the reds, and got pretty good. There's a couple that always give me a little trouble, but for the most part, I'm pretty good. 2 rails, that's on. Bingo. All right, Chris, he's got to make this because I'm gonna feel guilty if he rattles this. I've got no right to win this game after those last 2 shots. Let's see it. Little focus. Just off enough to make it weird. He's got it. Nice shot. All right, we're tied up. Man, that was a little funky. Just me being bad and him trying to work his way through it. Both of us do play with the head brake, which I like because look at all these. I do have some solids that are a little screwed up, but we have good spreads every time. So our games go a little quicker, a little shorter innings, a little less chess play, and that's how I like to play these games. If I'm playing someone a lot better, like I did last weekend. Oh, Chris, look, he rushed it. He rushed it. That was a fast backstroke. That was all that kind of stuff. I'm solids. I'm going to tell you right now, the 3 ball's my breakout shot, which is what I'm looking at. In hindsight, probably didn't need to break it out. The 4-ball shape is so freaking tight, and I could just find a way to get over to that into that pocket. Like if I get behind that stripe, if I get behind the 10 ball, then yeah, I can pick those apart. It's fine, but I just didn't have faith. So I'm just going to set up right now for the 3 to break it out over there. But I'm playing Jordan, and I've been playing when I practice, I've been playing the Green Hill pack, and I just run the reds, and I leveled myself up to the expansion pack, and I was running the blues because that deck is harder. Let's see the breakout. Terrible. Not good. I'm looking right away. One safe is to bank the 6 down here to his stripes and maybe get lucky and tie him up, and then also leave the cue ball stuck on the 4-1. But the 4-1's frozen, and I need to make a decision. I decided to overdraw it so that I come all the way out, but I didn't overdraw it enough. So now I'm just stuck, man. I look at this for a while. I do not see an offensive shot, and I do not see a safety. That's it. I could try and I don't know. I didn't really see a safety. Not in the time I took. I am trying to pay attention to my times at bat because they are going to be starting a ultimate pool league where your innings are timed, and I'm very much looking forward to that, and I want to make sure that I'm ready for that kind of pace. So this is one I definitely took an extension on. And now I'm looking, this 4-ball might go off the 9, so I just went with that shot, and fortune favors the bold. Maybe something good will happen for me. Do I even get close? Nah, not even at all. Not even at all. But I did get lucky with a little tie-up, so we'll see how that shakes out. So I leveled up to the expansion pack playing the blues on the expansion pack. And last time I played those, I did okay. And I've seen the reds when we play with friends a little bit, but I haven't just run the reds, but I know what a lot of them are like. So once I was done playing with my buddy, I was like, I'm just gonna run the reds. And I played pretty freaking well, man. And I gotta say, once he left and I got those cards out and I grabbed the deck, and I'm like, I'm gonna try and get as many of these as I can as the first try. And if I get to 3 and don't get it in 3, I'm parking it. And it felt like I really put the pressure on myself. He's got to figure out what to do with this stripe. He's kind of saving it for the last ball. That or he's kind of messing up with how he's gonna get to it. If it's me, I don't know. I think I try and we're shooting the 15 for sure, me and Chris. But it's just, I think I put a little bottom right on this and try and get more center table. He kind of rolls it, yeah. And just leaves it a little long, so now you don't really, I feel like he lost the opportunity to stick the draw outside on this to get wide, which would have been hard. You'd have to be really close to it to be able to do that. So let's see what he does. Maybe he settles for the bank. I don't remember exactly. Oh, he missed. Okay, it's probably for the better. I really wish he would have made it, because then he would just break my 4-ball out. So I guess we'll see how this is going to shake out. So right now, right away, I'm saying this is very hard to run out with the 4-ball there and his stripe control in this pocket. So I'm just going to try and get straight on the 7 and use the 7 to combo this stripe and hide behind the 5 and the 8. It's just easy, but I don't get straight, man, because I freaking suck. That was so annoying. I didn't see that possible to mess that up, but I kind of forgot that, I'm pretty good at that. So now just try and control it. I'm probably gonna bump the 5. Okay, hid behind the 8. I don't know if I left him a sliver or not. It kind of looks like I did, but either way, it's almost better that I did, so that he definitely hits at this thing. And it would have been nice to leave the 7 closer to the pocket, which I could have done if I was straight on it, but I was dirty on it, so I couldn't really, had to kind of stroke it. Yeah, regardless. My point being of my little story, so I can get off of it, was once he left and those cards came out, like the pressure was on, like in a match. I did leave my sliver. And yeah, this is looking all right. I thought for a second about taking this 4-ball, like, can I get better shape on it? And I felt I definitely could get better shape on it. This 5-ball is just too easy. I'm shooting right into the Grand Canyon. You can't miss this ball. And I wanted to come off the rail and out in case I did mess up the side pocket shot again, so I didn't leave the 11. I remember thinking that. And now I got on the weird side of this. I wish I'd have stayed on that side of it so I could have done something else, but now I'm just gonna try and draw all the way out to make sure I can see the 4. Yeah, see, I just shot this match last night. Usually I let these sit a little bit so it feels new again. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do, so we're kind of watching them fold together, but I remember a lot of this. So I'm offering a little bit more insight to exactly what I was thinking. And now I'm gonna hit this 11, right? Or the 8. But I'm planning to put the 8, I believe, in that right side pocket. But oftentimes you end up getting lucky and can put the 8 anywhere on the table. Yeah, there we go. I just didn't want to touch the 8, and pretty much I felt like no matter where I hit that 11, I'd have been probably fine. I think about this for a minute because the bank is dead straight and I just missed a freaking 8-ball on the side, but if I cut it in the side, there's a better chance of me not leaving him a shot. If I bank this straight in, then I'm probably gonna leave the 11 dead straight, but so I'm gonna cut it. My point is that those cards bring out pressure like the match does, you know what I mean? And I feel like I'm really hesitating here. I feel like the way you play in a match, like what's going on right now with me, I'm kind of trying to catch that gear, and sometimes you catch it, sometimes you don't. It's just like where a lot of good practice and good like growth comes from. There we go. Redemption a little bit. It was a little sloppy still, but let's see if I can make a ball here. My buddy John's hanging out. He doesn't play on League, but he's hanging out with us tonight because he plays with Chris on another night, and then I play with John on Sunday. John's one of my Masters guys, which I still have matches of those I want to maybe show you guys. But for now, I wanted to play something a little bit less racks, less work to do on the back end. We'll come back. I'll circle back to some stuff from Vegas, but those cards provoke that pressure, you know what I mean? Which I just think is invaluable, man. And again, like, I mean, that's me, and that's like, it's not like, you know, you just get the cards and you automatically have that pressure. It's what I made of it, but I still think that alone is well worth it. So, not that I'm sponsored by Hill. I think a lot of us people that are making content and stuff like that for pool, we're all pretty excited about Hill because it is that cool if you ask me, but crash into this, go top or draw a stick right into it. Maybe both. All right, so I got the 13 down. This 13 ball is I'm gonna cut this and probably hit the 2 or the 15. I try and make this super thin. Let's take a look. How do I overcut this? No, I kind of hit it dead straight, but mainly hit the 2. So now I got the 15. Look, this is starting to come around, man. This is gonna be my break and run, I think. Let's go. John said, I'll stick around till you break and run. So maybe I can get John to get out of here if I make this right. So I have a little bit of an angle and I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do. I think I'm trying to come down for the 9 in the side. So just come straight back, yeah. Which I overran a little bit. So that's unfortunate. Too much draw. So now if I shoot this, I'm going right to the 8, but if I stick it, I'm sending whitey flying. So now I'm just gonna take my medicine, shoot this, and I'm gonna shoot the 9 in the top left. But just hit this straight into the rail, man. Look, this 9 ball would have been one of the toughest shots that I had taken so far on the rack, but I felt like I could have done it. I could have drawn right from that 9 straight over towards the 11, and I would have scratched right in the side pocket probably. All right, Chris, don't run this back out on me, please. So 4 ball doesn't look like it goes in the bottom right. I didn't see him look at it, so I'm assuming it's pretty obvious it doesn't go in the bottom right. So right now, if you ask me, this is a good time to get this 4-ball down there. Perfect. Because I don't know if you're going to get better shape on this 4-ball. Is he thinking about it? So this is one I remember looking at thinking I would have done this a little differently. Okay, so he does take the 4, it looks like. So what's your key ball? So now we stop and think, I'm pretty sure. So what's your key ball, man? That's something that Hill has showed me. Which one are you most confident with? Even if I gave you ball in hand right now, which one are you most confident with to get on the 8? If you just had 1 ball left, which one would you want it to be? And looking at this, I was telling the boys over here while we were sitting here talking, me and John and Tony, I don't like the 2 ball for the 8. There's some positions you can get on it to get you to the 8, but the 2 ball to me is kind of the weirdest ball right now. I wouldn't want to shoot it right this second. That's not a great shot right now, but I think I'm trying to use one of these balls to get to it, and then the other ball for the key. But he went 7-5, which isn't bad, but now what do you do? So now you've gotten straight on the 5. I don't know which angle you wanted. I guess you wanted to be above it. So this way, so that when you cut it, you could come 2 rails or 1 rail and get back to put the 2 in the side. If you got the 2 in the side straight in the right side, that'll get you the 8. But if you're not, he was dead straight on that. He was dead straight on the 5. Unfortunate. And I ask you guys again real quick now, I'm not gonna pause it, but what's the key ball for you to get on this 8? To me, it's not the 9. It's just too unpredictable. These other 2 that are on the rail, predictable. I know what the cue ball is most likely gonna be doing no matter which line I get on it. But you can get really weird on a ball on the center table. So I'm just gonna take this one. I'm gonna take the 8 in my favorite side pocket. Just need to get kind of straight on this. I didn't get perfectly straight, so I had a little bit of a decision to make. And I thought about going forward and trying to come around to put it back up and back into one of these bottom 2 corners, but I think I just rolled this. Yeah, I'm looking at the side. It's fine. It's fine. Just roll it. You just pop right out, right towards like where the rack sits, maybe. I'm watching my backstroke. One of the things, I think I was about to say it earlier. One of the things Sky says to mimic a pool player that you really like and you really like how they play, just mimic everything they do, and it'll get you a lot of the way there, and it makes it kind of cool, you know, the little things you're doing, and when you look up to someone and you're focused on that. And back in the day it was Mika, which is interesting. Now I still really like Mika, but he's a hothead, man, and I'm not that kind of pool player, so it's funny that was who I gravitated towards at the time back then. Now though, as goofy as it is, it's just like everyone saying that they look up to Efren and Efren's their guy, but Efren's stroke is like so wonky, like you can't. I tried to mimic it for like a month or 2 back in the day when I was learning and climbing the ranks, but his stroke is just too funky. Here we go. Here's another perfect opportunity for a break and run. Look, I think I messed up the shape on the 7 and the 2 too. And that shot, hopefully I'm rewinding and showing you right now, I had a fast backstroke. And slowing the backstroke down is something that I think Niels talks about it. Niels plays a lot like the guy that I like, but I like Chris Melling. I like the way he plays. I like that he can do fancy stuff and shoot very quickly, but he's also like meticulously perfect with his position. But I try to mimic his stroke a lot. When I'm playing well, I'm often mimicking his stroke a lot. So very long, slow backstroke and slow forward stroke. And that's something I try and work on a lot. I think slowing your backstroke down, period, can do a lot for you. And it's something that I see a lot in these videos with other players. They have a very fast backstroke like that and transition. I mean, it still worked out. He's good at doing that, but it makes your transition weird. And I don't know. I'm just a big proponent of the slow backstroke. So it's something I'm watching as I'm watching myself play here. That was an interesting position. I would have rolled forward to get this 10 out of the way, man. This 10 and figure out what I'm going to do with this 13 if I was him. Oh, does the 11 go? Well then, no, never mind. The 11 goes. Put it wherever you want, Chris. It goes like that. Oh man, that pocket, it's a menace. I forgot that happened. It's a menace, man. Okay, man. Show these guys you still remember how to play pool. If I recall correctly, I messed this up immediately, but let's see. Yeah, I think I want to get 4-7, 6-3 is my plan here. To just stun over. Yeah, I got freaking right up on that 13 like an idiot. So now I'm like, shoot the 6? No, I can't because I'm frozen on the 13. I can't even see the 6. That would have been a nice backup plan. So yeah, 6 shot, bub. And not perfectly straight, so I got a little bit of an angle to try and pop out. And then I just got to make sure that I get good position on these balls down here. And let's see if I take the time to look at them. So left spin to make sure I don't hit the 8 ball or anything. I don't, yeah, I just rush right down. Because there's no bad position down there, right? Actually, there's a lot of bad position. I think I was gonna miss the ball, that's why I stopped. But I still don't come down here and look and see what I want. I was just hoping to randomly get lucky. That's a terrible shot. It's frustrating. Needed to like have a plan there. I think I was just hoping I would land for either the 1 in the top right or the 5 in the left side, but I bumped the 5, and even if I wouldn't have, I don't think it would have been good. I don't know. That was sloppy. That was running on 4 really simple balls and thinking that fast Eddie Felson as I walk away after shooting those. I don't see much of a good save here, guys. I'm just gonna try and bank the 1, but I gotta follow it to get shape on the 5, but I cut it the wrong direction because I pounded it. Bad stroke. And this, Chris told me after the fact, he's looking at this right now, the 13 ball does not go in the right side, guys. Just so you know. So, kind of a tough position here. Playing safe on the 12, 14, the stripe on the right. Playing safe on that, hiding behind the 8 and or it. I don't even think the 13 goes in the top right either. Yeah, so he's looking at the safe here behind the 8, which is pretty good. You're gonna leave me long anyway. And I don't know, a lot of the time I don't make clutch shots. So he's taking a peek at this. Oh, he's looking at the 13 too, like which one he wants to hide behind. He was looking at the 13, hiding behind the 5, I think, yeah. Just like this, there you go, 12 ball in there too. But yeah, I saw it, he left me a window and I let him take a peek at it. And he's like, you MFing SOB son of a gun. Now, as long as I can just draw this perfectly to fall into the Grand Canyon there on the left side table, we'll be fine. And I'm jacked up a little bit, man. When I'm jacked up on the rail and I gotta stroke it, guys, I will miss the ball every single time. This one's not too jacked up, but you know the shots I'm talking about. There we go. See, that was good. Nice slow transition backstroke. Nice smooth. Oftentimes shots like that where you have to stroke it. I was talking about this with my teammates just this morning after league. When you really got to stroke it, it's so often that your stroke breaks down and everything breaks down. I think I talked about this in an earlier match with Tim. I was seeing it with him a lot. I'm gonna come over and back because the 8 ball doesn't go on the bottom left. And I wasn't able to hold it. I wasn't going to slow roll this ball and hold it. I've learned my lesson with that. I got pretty good shape on the 8, just dumb luck. But when you come down to really needing to stroke a ball and needing to hit it well, like say you're in a position where you know you have to draw a full table or something like that, it's so easy for every single player. Oh, I made a stripe too. So that was when that was my last break, and John's like, all right, I'm leaving, you bastard. I actually don't know if he stuck around. I think, no, he stuck around, I think. But your stroke breaks down in that moment where you need a lot, and it's something that you have to purposefully, at least me, to purposefully try to make sure everything stays intact. You make sure you stay down, So oftentimes you'll just like jerk, fast backstroke, pokey forward stroke, poor follow through, you pop up, like everything bad happens. Tim was given a great demonstration of that, unfortunately for him, in his match against Ron. One of the last matches I posted, I think, but that's been 2 months ago at this point. But, and it's something that you have to, this is a pretty good shot to get on the 12. I don't know if you needed to, but because the 12 goes in the top left. And does the 15 ball go? Is really the question here, is how you can run out. But now he left himself a hard shot. I would not, he had no reason to have to leave himself a hard shot. On that last shot, I would have tried to get center table to shoot this 15, and if I didn't, I'd have the 13 or I'd have the 12, depending on how it all unfolded. But see, these shots, man, these are crazy. They're good shots, but try not to put yourself in a position to shoot them, man. Don't have to. I wonder how he just held together in that stroke. He probably held together pretty good. Chris is a pretty good shot. He had some unlucky rolls this night to get himself in this position. He's gonna try and so maybe it didn't go because he busted it out for me. He had some unlucky rolls in this one so far to get him into this position. We'll see if he can come correct because he's starting to warm up here, as you can tell. But yeah, it's something that I focus on, that I've tried to not hit the ball, like I try to like focus less on the stroke and more on just making sure that ball goes in its home. And it's funny, you often get more stroke than you think, because you're just like, I kind of think, screw it, I don't care if I get the perfect shape, just make sure I make the ball. Like I back up on all the intent to do this crazy stroke. And oftentimes you end up getting better position than you thought you could anyway, at least for me. Let's see here. Got to get the 2 ball out of the way so the 7 can go. So that's why I'm not going down table yet. And Melling and the Ultimate Pool guys all say you gotta, when they're doing their little videos that they do where they talk about how to run the table, you gotta stay on one side of the table, clear one whole half of the table before you go to the other side. That's what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, that's all right. That's what I'm trying to do here. I needed to get shape on this 7 ball with that last ball, so instead of, that's probably why I didn't take the 1 or kind of go back and forth, but kind of committed to this plan. And now the angle I have, I'm going into the 15. So I don't, as much as I want to hit this good, yeah, I didn't even hit the 15. If I did, I barely did. I had room to hit this harder so I could get out. I hate leaving myself this long, but that was just a take your medicine kind of shot. And I'm really trying to focus and make this ball, just like I was just talking about. Slow rolling it. And freaking missed it by a mile. Got a lucky bump on the 6 that would have helped, but if I'd have made the ball, that my shape on the 6 wouldn't have been that. So, welcome back to my malarkey. I did leave him long. I left him kind of screwed. He's a shot maker. We'll see if he's got one more up his sleeve here, because this 3 ball I can pretty much make almost anywhere on the table, barring a snooker. He undercut it. He just watched me overcut it, so now he just undercut it. But he hooked the 8 ball, which is probably pretty good for him. So I'm automatically thinking, what's gonna break this 8 ball? Most likely the 1. It sucks. I've learned over time that getting the perfect shape like that I'm pointing at to get that perfect breakout into the rail, the long rail. I've learned it's harder than it looks the further you get away from the pocket. But I think I got good position here to get there. Let's see. That's okay. I wish I'd have been a lot straighter. So now I think I'll clip the 13. I think I will. But in my head, I don't shoot this right away, do I? I should go for the short rail. I should stun, yeah. See, I should have just committed to stunning it instead of trying to roll forward. I was hoping to just clip the 13 perfectly and leave myself the 8 down table. I should have stunned into the short rail and back into the 13 8. I'll save Ryu for making the comment. I should have stunned and not tried to slow roll that, so I just lose the game. I know, dude. This is a Hill card. It's the futures. And I don't shoot it this way. I would have just tried to ensure that I got the right, with ball in hand on that ball he just took, I'd have shot that same ball and made sure that I got perfect on the 15 to get the right shape on the 9. But that's the futures card. That one is, I feel pretty good about that one. I could probably knock it out every time, I think. But bam, I mean, it works out. Again, it was just an example of, and I'm not trying to rag on Chris. I know this is not the best pull he can play. But it was just interesting choices, that's all. They're different than what I would do. Doesn't mean they're wrong. I'm just trying to analyze it. And I'm asking you guys what you think about my decisions and his. I always invite you guys to look at his. Look at this. This is looking okay for him. What do you make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He made a stripe. This is looking okay. So, does the 12 ball go? Is the question. Can you break that stuff with the 13 or the 15? And how soon do you do it? I like to attack it early and leave. Like if I could, all right, if I was shooting this right now, I think I would take the 11, obviously, and set up to shoot the 13 right now to crash into that. So that way, as long as I crash into it decently, I would still have a good shot at making the 15 or the 10 that are sitting by the side, instead of taking them and saving it for last and hoping I get shape on the balls I'm breaking into. But that's me. Because I think you have to break them, but that 14 ball doesn't really go anywhere. Let's see. He's going to make me eat my words. He's going to do the same shot. He does, I think. Oh, look, perfect. Exactly. I taught this guy everything he knows. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Chris. I'm just kidding. All right, man. If you can see the 10, I don't know. If you shoot the 10, if you shoot the 10, you're probably going to lose it. You got to shoot this. You got to make this long ball, don't you? Yeah, I think you do. Oof. What is it? The 12 ball. Let's look at his backstroke and forward stroke. That was good. Nice. Oh man, it's all there now. Okay, decisions. If this 14 ball goes, I take it right now because it's kind of weird. And if not, I probably would have come over here to look at the 10 to see where I wanted to get it for the 14 to go in the other side. But he didn't because he's that good. And yeah, he got it anyway, perfect. But this is a little weird. You got to draw back, and I hope he doesn't have the angle to go into the 2, 3. Hopefully he's kind of straight. Just pull back a little bit to come out from the 2. And this is a breaking run, man. Pretty nice one. Overdrew it. He's going to give me a crack at this? I wish I could have the volume up. He's probably sitting there cursing me out. Just kidding. He's probably like, son of a bitch. All right. That's a cross bank, I believe, unless he's going to hold it, but that's a cross bank. I don't shoot a lot of this stuff. Okay. Well, he ain't going to let me get a crack at it. That was a nice break and run, man. It had a little break out there and had a little tricky 8 ball that you had to cross bank. That was good stuff. That's just what I freaking need right now, is him to start catching fire. Good grief. All right, man. What do we like? Stripes, right? You can go either way, I guess, but the 5 ball's weird if you take the solids. This is fine. 13, 10, the 15, and then kind of reassess our plan here. What's the key ball? I like the 11, I think, for the key ball. The 15 can probably get me to this 12, which is a little bit in a weird place. Jiminy Christmas. I'm telling you, man, drawn with accuracy is sometimes underrated. This is okay. Like I said, I think I go for the 12 right now because it's the only one that I have to like get specific shape on. Better than that, I think I like swerved that a little bit, honestly. I think I swerved that. So I was afraid to hit it hard. Going for the 9. I don't think the 12 ball goes, does it? Does it? I just realized that I can see the 14. I don't think I thought I could before. So let's just draw back and get the 12 right now. It's kind of a punchy stroke, but hey, I got the 12. And I got a little bit across the line. Now this, if you're a 600, you understand this shot immensely. But if you're a hair off, I can just draw back into this rail and I'll be able to keep position for the 9, if that makes sense. So if I roll forward, I'm gonna go, you know, towards this short rail down here. So if I draw back hard enough, you'll hit this rail and you'll actually get better shape on the 9. Yeah. There we go. Hey guys, look, let me run it back. Let me do a little take and run on him, man. Little rack and run, some of you guys said. Someone said something else too that I thought was kind of slick. I should have looked. Look, I just now came down here to look. I like to take 2 seconds to look and see what the line looks like because I just crossed it, which makes this weird. I'm gonna try and hit the 6, I believe. No, I didn't, I overdrew it. And I should have overdrawn it because then this shape is easy peasy now that I'm seeing it. Man, I should have just slammed that. But now, staring at a scratch to put him on the hill. This table's wide open. He just broke and ran. He's probably gonna run these out. Ugh. Okay, it didn't scratch. Yeah, and I didn't come near making the ball either. So if I'd have made it, maybe I'd have scratched. But it's all open. It's all open. No real trouble here. You could say the one's the most tricky ball because it doesn't go in a couple pockets, but just get to it early, right? A lot of balls can be the key ball, but this early, me personally, I cannot plan an 8-ball run out this early. I kind of make half a plan and kind of see where things go. I try and just make sure that I don't. See, again, that's a prime example. Like when he strokes really well, that's not it, you know what I mean? And he was trying to draw the hell out of that to get somewhere. And the stroke often breaks down when you really want to do that. Maybe that's exactly was his plan, but that is exactly what I'm talking about. That is not the stroke like what he's probably about to do right now. It's not the same stroke, and you need to kind of marry the two. Oh, that's unfortunate. Luckily, you got some easy safes for you to bail out of this. That's the difference usually between 5s and 6s, to say the least, is that you know not to get crazy right now just because you feel like you should have. Swallow your pride. And dude, I bank this ball, or kick this ball 12 times out of 10. I'm a kicking machine, man. I'm like a Muay Thai samurai cat. You kidding me? Let's go, man. Little finish up. No, that's a lie. For anyone who doesn't watch my videos, I am not a good kicker whatsoever. I am no Justin Tucker, no Chris Boswell, and no Brandon Aubrey, that's for sure, who's like killing it right now in the NFL. Hopefully I get this video out while the NFL is still live. Right now it is October 9th. Steelers just got beat by the Cowboys. Rest in peace. Oh man, he did not mean to miss that ball. But I think he was shooting it in a way to try and make sure he was safe, man. I wonder if he shot that a little nervous, a little scared. I do that to myself sometimes. I get too worried about just making sure when I shoot it, I leave it safe, and I end up missing it. But he left me a hair, left me a sliver. Let's see. He's making me chase this 8-ball around that I should have finished. Got it, man. This was a fun match. It was a little goofy. We had a couple goofy racks in there. We're not impressing any of my 700 Fargo commenters. I know there's a handful of you out there that'll tell me I still shoot like trash. I know. But hey, it's good to get back in this. I like playing Chris. We had a good time the rest of the night. There's no drama. There's no BS. Like when I lose to Rob and I just want to burn the place down. You know, whatever. Which I did lose to Rob last time I played him, man. And he's a 6 now. And yeah, Rob, I wasn't going to let you off the hook. I know we filmed it and I didn't play it, but dang, that sucked. He whooped me. Actually, it was the weirdest match ever. Guys, so good to be back in here. Let me know what you guys think of the match. Let me know if you think I got any better, stroke-wise. There's a handful of you guys out there that really focus on the important stuff and like how you're playing and things like that, and not the innings and the bank shots and all that. And I've been working on a lot of stuff. I feel like my game's better. That wasn't the best example. But some things have changed. Hope to make some more videos out here soon. You guys let me know what you think. Nice to be back. Catch you in the next one. Keep shooting.
Well, I've got next Tuesday. Like I did our match. Wow.
Get in there. Get in there.
It should have never gotten to that point.
That would have never happened on that 8-ball or on the side pocket. I wouldn't have shot there.
I thought you were going to go corner, man.
Oh, shit. You go corner.
Go corner all the day.
Oh, okay.
You got the whole pocket.
It was dead straight. And I'm like,
It's like,
this thing, I can make it again. I just said it should have walked in the table.